Okay, so they've been in for not quite an hour. Let's see how they look. They look pretty good. There's a little more liquid in there than I would have anticipated, but I think we'll move on to the next step and see. Alright, so at this point I'm making it all up because there's more liquid than I had anticipated. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to pour it into this colander and reserve that liquid, just in case we wind up needing it later. So we'll get the most of it out right now. It does smell good, I'll tell you that. Alright, so now that the liquid is reserved in this bowl, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the next contraption into this bowl, which is the fluid mill. It goes like that. Turn that crank around and it smashes stuff through that grate there. So the idea is we're wanting to get the seeds and the skin out. Alright, here goes nothing. We got a couple stragglers fall in there. Let's get them out. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm not a pro. This looks like the sauce. Oh, looks pretty good, man. Yeah, that looks pretty tasty. Well, I think that's the baked tomato sauce. Oh, there's still a lot of seeds in it. Look at that. Anyway, that's baked tomato sauce. I'm going to go ahead and mill the rest of it, but you don't have to watch that part. Okay, so here are the three products from the process. This is the tomato pulp. So it's like just the skin and stuff and the skin from the onions and a lot of the seeds. But this grate I found was not small enough for the tomato seeds. A lot of the tomato seeds got through. But that's one of the byproducts. Here's the other byproduct. This is the juice that we reserved from when we first put the baked tomatoes in the colander. All that juice came out. Probably if you were more selective about the kinds of tomatoes you used and which ones had the most water content, you probably wouldn't get as much of that. Like I suppose if you just use Roma tomatoes that don't have a whole lot of water in them, you might not get as much juice. But that stuff there is actually pretty good looking. And I'm just going to take a little taste. See what it tastes like. It's actually delicious. That is delicious. There's a lot of the oil, a lot of the olive oil is there too. So you got some of the olive oil and the tomato juice and a lot of the herbs and stuff are still in there. Tell you what, from the taste of it, if you had celery in there, some cooked celery, you'd basically have a vegetable stock because you had the tomatoes and onions. So if you had celery, maybe some cooked carrots also, this would be a killer vegetable stock, or even like it doesn't even look like tomato juice because you use so many yellow tomatoes, but very, very sweet, very tomatoey, very nice. And this is the sauce. And it's tasty. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Now, I will say, like I said before, the grate in that mill didn't get rid of the seeds. A lot of the seeds still got through, so if you really cared, you could put this thing through like a regular strainer. I have a kitchen strainer, but I put it out in the biodiesel lab. It's got vegetable oil all over it, so I'm not going to use that. But anyway, if you really didn't like those seeds, you just use a smaller strainer to get those seeds out. But I actually don't mind them. I don't plan on chewing them up. And it's delicious. This sauce is delicious sauce. So now the only thing that's left to do is make a little bit of pasta, put that sauce on. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to plate it and serve it. We have some patrons ready to sample this delightful, fresh, orange, summer baked tomato sauce. Some pasta there. Ladle out some of the sauce. Very nice. There you go. this one. And now let's set it down for them. And here are our lucky patrons awaiting their meal. Are you hungry?
Yes.
There you go. What do you think?
Delicious. Great.
Guess I should have put napkins out. Of course, there's the issue of what are we going to do with this leftover tomato pulp. And I think the answer is obvious. Yes. Clang. In case you haven't figured it out, I love pigs. Everyone gets their share. Please don't break Casey's plate. I'm not sticking my hand in there. Mom is shoving him out of the way.